I'm Michael Chernow, co-owner, front of the house at the Meatball Shop.
I'm Daniel Holzman. I'm the back of the house guy, Meatball Shop, co-owner.
We're the Meatball guys.
If you're best friends with somebody and you've only hung out as best friends, like on vacation or having a good time, and then all of a sudden you're working together 7 days a week, 16 hours a day under a dire circumstance, you learn a lot about each other.
Opening up a restaurant is a very difficult task to do on your own. I don't think that I'd be able to do this without Dan. I could only hope that he would feel the same way about me.
It all started with Mike and I have a love affair with serving people. We love the whole idea of hospitality and taking people into your home and feeding them.
I wanted to open up a restaurant, and I knew that I couldn't do this thing right without Dan. So we started, walking around the neighborhood and in the East Village and seeing what people were eating late night. We kind of came to the conclusion that there wasn't anything like super delicious and of good quality. Nobody's done meatballs really. And I think that meatballs are extremely accessible. They're not unfamiliar to anyone. And at the end of the day, meatballs make people smile.
To be best in your class, you have to be excellent, and it doesn't matter what you are preparing. And meatball is not an exception. I think that we've definitely taken meatballs to the next level. I guess I started officially cooking when I was 14 or 15. I enjoy exploring authentic cuisine from all over the world. I prefer to try and cook things in their most authentic version from their origins.
We invited people over here, cooked meatball after meatball, side after side, invited all these potential investors over to have these meatball dinners. And sure enough, I hit the ground running looking for spaces for this concept. We found this spot on the Lower East Side, thought it was way beyond our means. We took the leap and we both walked in there and we were like, you know what, this is the spot. Put it together, it took forever to make the deal. We just did it.
In New York City, the people make the restaurants here. The customers make the restaurants.
So we have a ton of friends and fans at the Meatball Shop, and we found the best way to keep in contact with them and keep them up to date is through Twitter. And the Twitter app on the Windows Phone is definitely the easiest, most efficient, and best that we've used so far. I run all over the place in New York City. I have a restaurant in Manhattan. I have a restaurant in Brooklyn. The People Hub is an awesome feature because it allows me to keep my contacts and Facebook friends in the same place. It's easier to navigate. It's always been a fun thing for us to do, so ultimately I think having a restaurant together was the ideal situation for us as best friends and restaurant guys.
The best part about my job, I get to do exactly what I want to do every single day, all day long.
Meatballs to the meatballs.
He comes up with the names.
So can you just list some names?
The Fighting Irish balls.
I like the St. Patty's balls better. Tennis balls for the U.S. Open.
We never had that.
We're doing that this year.